Hey everybody, Yogurt here. Hope you're doing well, being excellent to each other and all that good stuff. Yeah, welcome back, Ancient. Yeah, he BRB'd and was back before I was actually here, so I don't know. I think I've gotten beat because I've shown up to Darth streams like hours before they actually started. And even said hi and then got busy with work and didn't actually like come back to the stream until, you know, an hour or two into it. Or there have been times where never, simply because work got busy and stayed busy. Because it does that a lot, especially these days. But, yeah. So, how is everybody this evening? Gray and Ancient. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for showing up. Much appreciated for the, what I'm pretty sure is going to be the finale of, Horizon Zero Dawn anyway. At least, no. Actually, no, I was going to say until Forbidden West comes out, but that's not Horizon Zero Dawn. That's Horizon Forbidden West, so it's a different game, so doesn't count. But never mind. I'm over it. I apologize now. I don't feel great this evening. I felt wonderful all day, and I've kind of been as the day has gone on, so bear with me if I'm semi-incoherent at times. No, I shouldn't be full-on incoherent or anything, just, you know. Ancient, you're not causing trouble if you can believe it. Hey, you know, I appreciate that. Gray, you're good. Had steak for dinner, so that's always a good state to be in. Yeah, I mean, so I used to love steak. Now it kind of... I have to be in the mood for it, and I've become very much a steak snob. So, like, it either has to be fantastic steak or I don't want it. Needless to say, I only eat steak a few times a year, because it means I'm going to a pretty good place or cooking it myself, which I don't want to be. So, you know. Where did you go for said steak? Thanks, Ancient. I'm sure I'll be fine. It's just... Actually, I don't know what it is, to be honest. I just generally... got a headache. My stomach can't decide if it's unhappy or not. Just, you know. But I'm sure I'll be fine. As with always on these things, I always fully assume I will feel fine by the next morning. Then again, I'm pissed off when I don't. But, you know, hopefully. Cracker Barrel? I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in ages. My parents love Cracker Barrel. And I don't know that I've ever had one of their steaks. And I guess the thing is, it doesn't have to be like an expensive place or an expensive steak as long as it's a good steak. I'm just exceedingly leery of ever ordering steak anywhere. But... because there are plenty of, you know, really tasty, inexpensive steaks out there that I would enjoy. It's just, you know, if I don't already know about them, then I'm probably not going to. Ancient saying what also helps for headaches is vitamins. Those help a ton. Yeah, I took my old excuse me, took my multivitamins today. Which technically I should take them every day, and I try to, but I forget. Because we don't need to get into it, but long story short, I can't take them when I get up in the morning or before I go. Well, if you could take them before you go to bed, then you like... always makes me wake up and pee more and kind of makes you a little, like, they don't make me energized during the day when I take them that I notice, but I sleep poorly if I take them at night. And a medication I take in the morning, I have to wait at least 4 hours to take a vitamin, so I take them like at lunchtime, which means I forget a lot of the time. I've only had one steak that was bad, everything else has been at least decent. At Cracker Barrel or in your life in general? Could be luck, could be low standards on your part. I mean, yeah, that's true. I'd say I take my vitamins above 50% of the time, so, you know. In life in general, man. That's impressive that you haven't even gotten more than one that was bad on principle that they overcooked the fucker. Because my steak pickiness is only, like, developed in the last 5 or 6 years. But, like, with my steak pickiness also, like, left my general taste for red meat, so I rarely want red meat. So it's not like it's not just the snobbiness, it's just like I don't typically want it anyway, so, you know, the rare times I'm actually wanting it, I'm specifically wanting a really good one, I guess would be the way to say it. I guess it also depends on how you like your steak cooked, Gray. If you're one that likes it on the more done side, then less likelihood of having it, you know, come out overcooked. And if it comes out undercooked, it's not really bad because you can always send it back and have it cooked more. Yeah, the bad one was undercooked AF. You like it like it was a bit blue, well past pink. Okay, yeah, that's... I won't eat it that... Like, so... Again, it depends on the cut and the quality, but I like medium rare to medium. Again, it depends on the cut and the quality, but somewhere in there. Like, straight up rare, it has to be an amazing steak for me to want to eat it, be rare. And then again, like, I'll eat it like a tartare or a carpaccio or various raw preparations, but again, that's different, and it's only, you know, if it's going to be really good. You didn't strike me as one that would want, you know, hockey puck steaks, but, you know, people have surprised me before. Basically anybody that... No offense to any of you out there, but anybody that likes their steak anything past medium, possibly, like, I might give you a little bit of a play for medium well, but anything above that, for sure, I don't understand. Like, again, to each their own, because, you know, those in that camp probably don't understand those of us in the, you know, medium rare camp. So it's, I get it. It goes both ways. I'm not actually, like, saying, you know, you're bad people. I just... Our taste buds are very different in that regard. Alright, let's get on with the game, shall we? I know how much you guys like seeing my desktop. You don't like steaks, Ancient? Oh, that's fair. So I used to be like the biggest red meat and carnivore in general, and particularly red meat, and then, I don't know, 5-6 years ago or somewhere around there, Buffy would probably have a better sense of it, I just kind of like stopped wanting red meat for the most part. And even more so, or even less so, like actual just like steaks. But like I said, when I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood. It's transporting a... Was that a behemoth? Ravager? No, Ravager. Okay, so... Don't really want to be low on things. It's never good, especially at this stage of the game. Which thing was seeing me? It doesn't seem to be seeing me anymore. Will you turn around? Hey. If it won't turn and look at me on its own, then I'll force it. Nifty. Ooh. Demonic Scorcher, alright. Of course I need something that I don't have on hand. So... I'll go ice rail since it doesn't like freezing things, and I should modify it. Hate having a bad headache, it makes my brain not work more so than usual. You like sushi and ramen and pizza and more? I like sushi. Buffy loves sushi. I would venture to say that as like if Buffy had to pick like one food as her overall favorite food, it would probably be sushi. I love ramen, and I fucking love pizza. Okay, so yeah, damage. Freeze and tear. Freeze and corruption, handling. Alright, well, increasing the freeze just makes the most sense. I want to put this one on, but because it's got the best freeze, but it's a waste. Alright, alright, so the freeze is outrageous on it now. I don't need to add any more freeze. Actually, no, the freeze isn't outrageous. The damage is outrageous. I want to add more freeze. 21, 20. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Not what I meant to hit it with, but okay. Oh, shit. I forgot the aerial mines. Damn it. Ah! Fucking fire-breathing bastard. No! No! Damn it.
Machines being made. As the spirit said.
All right. Damn. It. You could definitely use a handling buff, but ship has sailed. I've made the decision. Turn around and look at me. Alright, help my allies across the production area. I know the way across, I think. Oh. I believe it's... being blocked by something unpleasant. Wrong button. Nope, nope, not into the lava, not this time. No, 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 we are not Anakin. Yeah, freeze. Alright, good. Die! Did it. Yeah, sit tight so I can shoot you in the face twice. Kill you. No! Shut up, Aratak! We all know you're the Banuk motto. We need to state the obvious that we all want to be surviving right now. Alright, you piss off. You too. Gosh! No, come on. I should have had at least one more hit in me. Alright, fine. Damn it. That's it.
Shades being made.
If I ever get some money to burn and want to come have a good time up there, there's an amazing steakhouse in Scottsdale. Pricey, but damn, it's good. Hit me up if ever in the mood. Oh, yeah, we'll do pricey. Like, we hardly ever go out to eat, so every now and again, it's not a big deal to go do a pricey one, because again, it's just, you know, we usually eat, at home, so it's not a big deal. What's, which place is it? I'm curious as to if I know of it or have been there. Are there women in steakhouses? Yeah. I think that joke went over my head, Ancient. I'm Gray, you love sushi, we have some good places here, and whenever you get a chance, you always go. There are women there, but it's not like a Hooters, if that's what you mean, not like a restaurant. Yeah, no, it's... I mean, I'm sure there are specifically steakhouses like that, but as a rule, no. That's exactly what you meant. Yeah, not that. There's a place called the Tilted Kilt for that. Good food and better views. It's called Bourbon and Bones. Bourbon and Bones definitely haven't been. I don't know if I've heard of it or not. Actually, it's not ringing a bell. And one of the rare times Buffy's not in chat because she's actually working at the moment, so she might have heard of it. Yeah, Tilted Kilt actually has pretty good food. I wouldn't call them a steakhouse, but maybe they are? Either way, I mean, I like their food. So earlier you and your mom and sister coming Rite Aid and you were about to leave. People came into Rite Aid. They look like they're in the gang and we don't trash here on where I live at. So your mom, you and your mom and your sister going to leaving Rite Aid, and people came in that looked like they were gang members. You don't trash here on where you live at. What do you mean by the last part? Maybe I'm confused. Sorry. I would mind this dying somewhat less if I wouldn't have to keep redoing this. But I can't save it. Because... things.
As the spirit said.
Frost claws.
I'll try to find a way through.
chair. Oh, it's because it's on the machine. I was like, what the fuck is that thing? Yo! It's dead. Okay. Oh, damn it. That's not what I meant to do. How about this? I'll take away your ability to wreak most of this havoc on me. Along with a great deal of your armor. Alright, you win! You do more per hit! Fine! It's never disputing that. Freeze! Please? Oh, bloody hell. Move. For fuck's sake! Okay, well, it wouldn't let me actually move.
Machines being made. This is very exciting.
Naturally does 50. Alright. Try this instead. I mean, it is intended to go on that one anyway. It handles like shit, so...
I'll try to find a way through.
Yeah, Irish Celtic food, that's what I thought. Ancient tea, they're trash. Hopefully you won't see those people again. Oh, okay, that's what you were saying. Yeah, hopefully gang members aren't people who really want to be rubbing shoulders. I mean, generally not. Okay, that was just shameful. Now, if you were in LA, you'd care less about it. I mean, see your point. Didn't mean to fire that particular arrow. Oh, damn it to hell. Are you serious? Don't get stuck up here this time. Move your fucking ass, Aloy. You're normally not this pokey. Tried and true method. Just don't go anywhere, fuckers. How did you break free already? Sit your ass back down, both of you. Enough of your shit this playthrough already. This play session. Tolerate no more of it. I was gonna say, if it threw me back off again, get away from the goddamn fucking edge now. This is actually starting to piss me off.
Machines being made.
Gray's asking, yeah, wouldn't the gangs be worse than in Ontario? Or are you saying it would be more common? I think he was saying it would be more common. Ancient San Ontario, when you first moved here, wasn't a little different. I mean, at Walmart, for example, they didn't lock up items, and you didn't see any homeless people walking around at Rite Aid or any other store. This fight does seem like some primo bullshit. I don't remember this fucking ungodly horse shit of a fight. I'm not switching out my weapons. Fuck freezing them. My two little minions can do that for me.
I'll try to find a way through.
Fight them like I would normally fight them. Hopefully that leads to killing the sons of bitches. Because I'm very much over them. What did I just hear happen that I haven't heard any of these other times? It's disconcerting.
So they woke up.
Alright, saw me that time, it's fine. Nope. Just die. You may not have a problem with fire, but you still don't like explosions. Fuckers. Yeah, eat shit. Oh, yeah? No. dry ground, and there's no lava around. Fuck you both. In the goddamn eye. Not the socket, with the eyeball in there. Because it'll hurt more. Run. Fuck you! Sorry. That pair was really, pissing me off. Hey, anyway. Oh, you're fine, Ancient. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding what you were saying. Yeah, it sounds like he's saying it's gone downhill since. Hey, Buffy, how are ya? Your experience, explosions as an element, everything is weak. Yeah. An element to which everything is weak or whatever. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, typically. Anyway. Sorry, I get more angry than I typically do there, but... that was a large amount of fuckery.
For later.
I was about to say for later, I need it now, but I actually don't. Surprisingly. Great, that's the main thing you loved about Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. Most games have their mage classes specialize in a certain element like fire or ice. Your Psyker and Martyr cast explosions, it was glorious. Ooh. That is fucking glorious. I can't deny that that's amazing.
To get Araya and Aratak across.
There was one over here, though. What was this one for? Welcome back ×2, Ancient. Or not. Seriously. The only time Aloy doesn't jump 1,000 fucking feet without thinking about it. Oh, you cannot be serious. Okay, they're all dead. Thank God. It's gonna be so fucking angry. They're just standing over there all helpless. I mean, I guess they are, actually, but... Worse than your cat or yeah, it's like Reggie. Sometimes he'll stand in the damn doorway of the... Or just, he'll stand in the doggy door. It's like, dude, pick one. In or out. Don't stand there with the door open. Is there something up here? No, guess not. Alright. Guys are over there. So it's over. So I guess I shouldn't just jump that. Though I'm not entirely clear why not. I won't. Since they're giving me a path. I don't want to fall to my death again. It's happened enough times in this episode. Not all of them through blatant stupidity on my part, but enough times nonetheless.
I need to get Araya and Aratak across.
Mm-hmm.
That should do it.
Is there anything worthwhile up here? No. Not gonna bother. It's pulsing.
Now it's my turn.
Assessments form for classification of machine artificial intelligence, confidential and proprietary to the MIE. No part of this document may be disclosed to a third party. Subject Cyan Firebreak Facility. Assessment date June 7th, 2062. Summary. Third test. Subject sentience is assessed at 0.54 within legal limits. Weighted against the result of the other tests, the subject's prior score of 0.61 is considered a false positive. Assessment derived from percentile scores in the following qualitative subtests: pain response, humor response, emotional aptitude, aesthetic evaluation, moral evaluation. See attached forms for detailed analysis and summary of testing criteria. Evaluator recommendation: maintain biannual assessment schedule. Continued monitoring is strongly advised in light of subject's proximity to category maximum sentience. I feel like we're traveling to the depths of hell here. Seemed like an unnecessarily exertive scream.
There's another console.
Imagine that, another console. To be in Reggie's defense, Taz occasionally does the in or out things, but
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the daemon, and it may have found one.
good computer. Okay. I can lose some Ridgewood. And I can disassemble that. Not like I need the money. Excuse Excuse me.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victory is all over the news. The Pharaoh swarm is coming. Has to be what Anita is trying to hide Firebreak from. But that means she thinks we'll lose. That the swarm will reach Yellowstone. My god. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies. Everyone except Cyan.
For now, or for then. But yes, Kenny.
Machine parts. Dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I'll have to go over. Again.
But how am I getting over this time? Oh. No, not a fire arrow.
I wonder if I can destroy that.
Yes.
We'll wait here for you, Aloy.
Ha! I mean, maybe aha. Not sure shit isn't gonna get me there. So I'm guessing here. Yes, I know I ultimately need to be over there. I'm trying to figure out how to get over there. Alright,
These things go sideways too.
apparently. Helpful. See any reason why I want to go down there? Looks like a whole lot of bad. Although I may have to at some point. Looks like. Can't tell. Okay. So where is that one going to get me? So it seems like just over to the same place.
Please, help us get to the other side.
I'm trying! Didn't see that right there. Figured it out. Oh, I think I figured it out. No, not quite. So how am I gonna get onto one of those? Because that still doesn't get me there. It's nothing for me to grab onto over there. There's nothing down that way.
Not too stable.
So I'm gonna assume it's this way. Almost has to be. She went a little farther than she needed to that time. Since there was that whole bar that she could have grabbed closer, but... I was really hoping that was the intention. I hear it. Where is it? Whatever. It's just a washer. Okay. Got it. Made it. I swear I hear more watchers, but oh, there it is. Not that in and of themselves they're a big deal, but... I think he legitimately ducked his head at the last moment there to take it in the armor. So I need to go over here anyway. At least I'm pretty sure. I know you'll wait for me because you have no choice. Stop being impatient.
Alright, time to grab a ride.
Here I go working on my own. Don't know why that one popped into my head for this situation. Somebody's on that top. Alright. Don't you dare fall off. Do not want to go through that whole damn exercise again, even though I know what to do. It still takes a while.
Easier time getting here.
Charge on ahead there, then, Aerotard. Fine by me, really, but...
This looks like the old path. We're close now.
One last exchange with Nita. Via chat, attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. I'll never see her again. Neither will Cyan. I've got to tell her that too.
Interesting. Can only partially hear what it's saying. Joshua Ruiz from Isla Perry, subject blast from the past. Josh, sweetie, I hope all's fine with you and your mom. We really should keep in touch better. I've taken a post in New Zealand with that program they've got for young people returning to the country. They want to be absolutely certain it's safe. At the moment, I'm making a survey of the caldera at Taupo. Blast from the past indeed. At any rate, I don't know if you already saw in the Wyoming news, hollow, but remember that fellow Dodd Blevins? Of course you do. Well, they finally found what became of him. I've copied the good bit below. Hugs and snogs, Isla. Spring thaw reveals body of missing man. The retreat of the winter snows has brought closure to a missing person case that went unsolved for nearly 15 years. Human remains identified as those of Dodger Dodd Blevins, who disappeared in 2046, were located at Purple Mountain inside the former Yellowstone National Park. Previously undiscovered body emerged on Purple Mountain as a result of meltwater flows after an unusually warm winter. Discovered by Faro servitors conducting a survey of the terrain. Authorities believe that the cause of death was an accident involving an antique vehicle designed for winter travel. Everybody's hated security guy, Mr. Blevins.
Voice of the demon.
Yeah, think?
The altar. Desecrated.
Transport unit
As acting chief digital security officer and interim AI administrator for the Firebrick project, I hereby state to have updated the orbicular pattern for the Cyan regulatory AI on 17 September 2064, according to procedure, to ensure against tampering, meddling, disarranging, or outlandish mischief of any kind. Such as with previous updates, after the source node has been activated, the remaining data nodes must be pathed to establish a flow between adjacent intact nodes to then connect them back with the secure node. Jurgen home. Can anybody imagine having security to access something that worked like this? Would be so fucking irritating and stupid.
There is no blue light here.
No.
There's a spirit present. Only the demon.
It's both. But we have to find out.
I'll figure it out. Don't worry, Air Talk. Alright.
Possible security threat detected.
Did that not do it? Oh no, I'm dumb. I have to have it returned to the specific path. Because, yeah, I can't turn that one. Alright.
Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed.
It's also not really security because you just have to be able to figure it out. It's not like you have to know the code or something. It's just, you know.
Preparing countermeasures.
All it really prevents is, like, a complete moron from accessing it.
Recapture protocol initiated.
Too late, Hephaestus.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raid the signal strength. One has been exposed, but I am in total with them.
Unauthorized protocol returned. Scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there.
According to Gaia,
Hephaestus.
through me all things are possible.
The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself.
Somebody needs to survive.
But I already know the answer.
I mean, really, she should. Someone should survive to sing the song.
Lead us into battle.
But as I was saying, he asked if this is possible. Of course it's possible, because according to Gaia, through Aloy, well, technically through Elizabeth, aka Aloy now, all things are possible, and all things considered, Gaia is about the closest thing to God there is, because she created all the life that's in existence on Earth at this point. Literally. So, you know, there we go. Before we press on, I have a pressing need to run to the restroom, so I need a quick BRB, so I'll leave you with a tune. Be back here, pretty sure it'll be a short one, just a quick run off, and I'll be right back, so stay tuned for more. Alrighty, I'm back. And I switched to the right screen. Cool. Alright, let's see if there's anything useful in here. No.
Keep moving towards the core.
Avoiding, you know, the lava. Damn it.
Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Well, that's certainly not surprising. Given whatever it is intended to thwart his efforts, so, you know. Yeah. Piss off.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Kinky. Okay, so I've got one of the pulsing assholes that takes down my shields. And it is... where?
I either need to destroy this thing or override it.
There's a cauldron core. Ah, there it is. Okay, why are you here if there are no machines around to be attacking me anyway? Thank you for the welcome back. That's a whole lot of nasty.
Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Can't let it stop us.
Demonic fire claw. I didn't think this was new. Packs a punch. But yeah, fire claws I didn't think were new. I've faced them before. They're not fun. Well, I mean, they're fun in that they're challenging, but... Or maybe I've only faced frost claws. Maybe there's frost claws, not fire claws. Maybe that's the difference. I suspect this, like the fire frost claw, will attempt to tear me in half at every possible opportunity. Ha ha! I gave myself yet another shield! Not that it still competes with your 1,000 fucking layers of armor. No! Alright. Something needs to pack a bigger punch. Can you guys, like, try and freeze him more, please? Oh shit, no, fuck, what was that? I don't know how much placing these is actually gonna help me, but... I would say it can't hurt, but that's not true, because obviously they can damage me if I'm close to them when they go off. Fighting this thing inside of an active volcano that's no longer being controlled. It's cool that you can see the gears and stuff. Well, keep trying. First, you don't succeed and all that. Okay, where do you still have armor left? Okay. Ah. Whew. Almost got the body slam there. What? Oh, it's another one of those. Okay. Fuck. I'm working on it.
Deal with the tower, quickly!
I'm trying to! Can you distract the asshole so, you know, it will stop attacking me long enough for me to attack the tower? That would help.
Deal with the tower, quickly!
What do you think I'm fucking doing? Oh, shit! Fuck.
Deal with the tower, quickly!
How did that miss? Also, I'm really annoyed that my proximities won't go off. It's dealt with! Shush! But in fact, why couldn't you help deal with the tower? Sounded like I had the ability to override it with this thing attacking me every 5 seconds. Well, it's certainly doing its damnedest to try. For fuck's sake, another one? Come on.
We can't kill the machine while the power aids it.
No shit. Fucker gave himself a shield there. Sometimes just quickly pelting them is the way to go. Like that. Like then, that was one of those times. Nice. Fuck. I say that, but it didn't actually kill me once.
What must be done with it?
Unlike the two fire or scorchers earlier that killed me repeatedly. Granted, they had lava pits to fling me into. And for me to jump into a couple of times by accident. But still.
Do it now.
Shut up, Air Dog. Trying to resupply after that battle.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative.
Please help me!
It's not a spirit. Can't help you like that.
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
Yeah, she did get pretty electrocuted.
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. Aratak.
Get up, buddy.
Aratak. Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Artak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here.
Door at all, point in fact.
Let's go. Let's go!
See, I don't remember if I had to get my ass out of here or not.
One of those?
It's the only way!
Don't be a pussy, Aratak. I mean, to be fair, I would hate to do it because I hate heights. Among many other reasons. But most of all the heights, because, you know, the lava below is not really relevant because you'd die from a fall, even if it was, you know, anything other than water.
Give me a top Aratak! Now!
You know, I was gonna say it's a good thing she's small, but with her strength and the fact that she would literally be nothing but muscle, she'd actually probably weigh a fair bit, because she was literally a solid muscle. She'd have to be.
Above! Quick!
Great Banukai!
Ouch. Continue, ouch. And the fact that there was probably a thick pile of snow would keep them from... I mean, it's a video game, that's what kept them from dying, but... The thick-ass pile of snow probably softened the landing from all that you know. And they landed on, like, a decline as they were going down, so it kind of, like, softened it. I mean, in reality, they would have been dead, of course, but...
Rhea is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Well, Assassin's Creed has
Then I will
supernatural
meet you
elements,
there.
though.
For the last verse of my sister's song.
I'm not really questioning it, I was just... Well, this is what my brain does, and I was doing it aloud, because... It's kind of what I do when I'm streaming or recording. Well, not everything makes it out of my mouth, luckily, but... But yeah, in Assassin's Creed, there's supernatural elements to explain justifiabilities, things like that. I don't actually need any more pigments or blue gleam. But no, fair point, Gray. Yeah, that's kind of why I said, you know, threw in, you know, at multiple points in there. It's a video game, so, you know.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
Fair that he doesn't want Aloy to see all
We can
that.
resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Like you telling these people you're a spirit instead of a machine. I mean, it's granted easier for them to comprehend, but still. You know. I mean, it's telling me to talk to Aratak first. He's way out there. I'm talking to Cyan first.
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Okay. What are the other questions? Okay.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Araya, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Araya who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
She was your friend.
This firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes.
Humanity can catch back up again.
If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback,
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
undoubtedly.
Of course.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Araya said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't
I'm
work.
developing a theory about
They all
that.
went free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
What is his core programming?
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me
Appreciate
both,
that. Wonder if Cyan's gonna make an appearance in Forbidden West as a friendly AI that can help process things and will just provide beyond human intelligence.
I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure
Excuse
she knew
me.
you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined.
All things considered, Cyan's gonna keep us safe for another 3,000 something years, at least from that volcano. One less thing we have to worry about.
How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress.
I'm glad it went the
I
way it
believe he
did.
finds it difficult
that
to
in mind.
communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
Okay.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Araya's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan.
Explains the additional frigidness.
Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh
That
servitors.
explains why that happened.
After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
I bet.
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Clearly. The damn ruckus, yeah. That is a better name for him. I still agree with you on that,
Were there
Gray.
many
That's
artificial
golden.
intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you.
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistance to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits.
Makes sense given what you do.
As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Not wrong.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow, CEO of Farrow Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Farrow was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one.
A little bit.
And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
It's a little surprising.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
No.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population.
Fuck.
Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes.
Until they
These
ended.
crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
I mean, did your part. We didn't blow up or burn to death, or actually that would only affect the people in the immediate area. Catastrophic climate change would have occurred from that eruption, blanketing the earth and ash and such, and we all die. You know. End result, still we all die.
Get going.
Thanks,
Aloy,
Cyan.
there is one more matter.
I mean, we all died anyway, but not because of you.
Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving in their beliefs. I guess they help to keep them going. So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
You're right about that. Trust me.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
Cyan, I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, Cyan. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, Cyan. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
I know, Cyan. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep. Wake up. And protect whoever's left. Will you try?
I understand, Dr. Chow, and I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, Cyan. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud.
I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad. Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request of you, Dr. Chow?
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, Cyan. As long as you need.
So my one question about this, sorry about all my jumping around, is just admiring the good job they did with the footprints in the snow, but then in certain spots it doesn't show, which is fine. But how did Cyan know when to cease hibernation? Like, I mean, they didn't really give her instructions on that. That we heard, anyway.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
It would. Hello, Aratak.
My chieftain,
Just... Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost.
Welcome back, Ancient.
Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
Like, Gray, it's a small thing to have well, in reality, if they'd overlooked it altogether, it would be a big thing, but for the not building it into the dialogue and such of the game, it's not really that big of a deal, other than... I'm just curious. Didn't think of it last time that I recall.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark.
Literally.
I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warrak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Indeed. And that ultimately concludes the game and expansions. Or expansion. So technically I think it's probably all better if you do the Frozen Wilds at some point before you finish the, finish the main quest. I'm just not exactly sure where it should be worked in. But either way, that's it. Yeah, I should do a manual save here just in case. Manual save, not another quick save. But, yeah. That is Horizon Zero Dawn and the Frozen Wilds expansion in the bag now, so... Again, my favorite game of all time still has not been usurped by anything yet. Not saying it never will be. It would be a hard-pressed thing, though. Hard-fought battle, whatever. Because I do love the game so much. For a lot of reasons. So, but yeah, I've been hatching and working on a theory about, what sent the signal to Hades and Hephaestus to wake up and all that good stuff, but I need to do some more thinking and research before I start talking about it to make sure I haven't missed something glaring and I'm just, completely wrong and, it's thoroughly off base just because I wasn't doing my fact checking completely, so either you'll hear it one day or I'll discover that it was a bunch of crap and you'll never hear it because I'm not going to spout off something that I figure out is wrong. At least, not knowingly. If I don't know what's wrong and I spout it off and then find out later, that's a separate thing, but then I'll retract it and say I was wrong. But we'll see. Yeah, so I think that wraps up, aside from that maybe coming, or maybe some funny moments highlights or something, I think that wraps up Horizon Zero Dawn. I think we're good on Aloy until we get Forbidden West next year, which next year is right around the corner, less than 2 months from next year. Again, I don't know when in 2022 it's coming out. Didn't actually think about what next year was. Yeah, I don't know if we have a release date. I don't think we have a release date yet. I think we just have 2022 sometime. Might be wrong about that. Gray wants to know what the next stream game is. Well, Gray, you know, is an outstanding question. I'm working on that. You'll probably know before most anyone, because I'm sure I'll be bouncing ideas off of you between now and Thursday. So I'm gonna say, the general public will find out. No, not 76 on Thursday. I think, yeah. I know too many people that do content on 76. I don't want to jump in with them. And that's not to say anything against them. I'm just saying I have too many friends that do content on 76. I feel strange just jumping into that. Plus, I don't really want to be playing it long term. Every now and again, I toy with the idea of jumping back in, but yeah, it won't be it. So, Gray, you and I can discuss what the next stream game will be, and everybody else you'll find out on Thursday. Either because we're playing it, or I at least announce it while I play something else. For if there's a reason for that to happen. But in all likelihood, you'll just find out because we're up playing it. No, not Assassin's Creed 2. I'm already playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla recorded episodes. I don't want to play 2 Assassin's Creed games at the same time. That's a little samey. IMO. Ah, yes, thank you, Gray. Damn delay. There probably is some unwritten law, hell, it may be a written law in some country that you can't play 2 AC games on stream at the same time. Or on channel, because I guess one would be streaming or recorded. I could do it, it would just be weird, and that would get potentially confusing for me too, you know, mixing the lore between the two. I mean, I probably could keep it straight, but just generally speaking, no, I don't want to. For my own sanity purposes. No, you're not, Ancient. I am the law. I called it a couple of weeks ago on stream. We can look at some of my options. I don't know if I don't know if all of Game Pass constitutes half of my options. I have a lot of games. Funny enough about that, to make my life easier, I am making a GDoc with all of my games and what launchers they are in. Still working on that one, so I don't have the count yet. But I have a lot, especially given Epic's love of giving away free games on a pretty constant basis, especially around the holidays. Now, granted, half the games or more I own are probably total crap that I'll never play, but you know. I prefer Geek Gray. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm a fucking nerd too. I'm a nerd, I'm a geek. It almost sounds like I was singing a song. I'm a nerd, I'm a geek, I'm a dweeb. Whatever, fuck it. Apparently I'm not the one to write songs about being whining about these things, because I'm proud of my geeky and nerdiness. It seemed like the logical thing to do. I mean, if you want to know the full extent of my nerdiness, hang on. There's a way I can do this without making it difficult. I think. I think this will work. It may not. Haha, it's gonna work. Stop fighting. Twat. So, that probably shouldn't have seemed hard to do, but it was. Nah, wrong thing. Ah, there we go. I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm a child. I'm your mother. I'm a sinner. I'm a saint. I won't feel ashamed. Meredith Brooks. Can't remember if the name of the song was Bitch or I'm a Bitch. Might have just been Bitch. Either way. Good song. Thank you. But yeah, it made me think of something and I couldn't think of it. Well done, Gray. Well done. Thank you. You're always my clutch player here. I appreciate it. But anyway, the reason that was difficult to drag onto my screen was because what I'm seeing is actually still the PS4 because that's what's going to that screen, so I was dragging it blind, so I was having to watch it in OBS. Anyway. But you can see the full nerdiness. There are more columns than just game and launcher. Year, type of game, any other notes I think of. I've started color coding it on am I already playing it? Not that I should forget that, but just in case, or I've already played it. Or fuck this game, I'm not ever gonna play it because I fucking hate it with a fiery fucking passion, No Man's Sky. Hate that game. A lot. It also makes me feel sick every time I play it. That's not specifically the reason I hate it, it's an extra reason to hate it. I hate it anyway. But, I mean, making me nauseous every time I play it for more than 15 to 20 minutes is a reason in and of itself to hate it, in my opinion. But I also just hate it separate from that, so that'll never happen. But anyway, yeah, so as you can see, I've got a lot to go through and figure out what my next stream game will be. And sort of my new stream schedule, obviously, well, not obviously, because most people don't know, but since I live in Arizona, and we don't observe daylight saving time here, well, most of you fell back either on Sunday or I think Europe did it 2 weeks ago, a week ago, whatever, earlier than we did. Anyway, we don't. So if you were, Pacific time and the same time as me, i.e. where I work, which is in Pacific time because I'm virtual, we're no longer the same time. They're an hour behind. So instead of working 8 to 5, I now work 9 to 6. My hours, actually, as far as my company are concerned, are still 8 to 5 because it's 8 to 5 there, but it's 9 to 6 for me now. So I need more than 30 minutes from the time I get off work to the time I start streaming because, well, sometimes I don't get off right at my time to get off anyway, so plus I need to eat and all that good stuff, so I agree, Ancient, but I don't make these laws. So yeah, so it's gonna be starting at 7 p.m. instead of 6:30 p.m. Pacific from now until whenever daylight saving times ends. Daylight savings time ends. There we go. Helps if I can talk. I try. Sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes not so much. Anyway, I'm rambling because I ended early. It's not all that early. But I do think I'm going to wrap up because I'm tired. Like I said, I don't feel great. I haven't most of the day, so I'm going to wrap early. Work on my little spreadsheet there so I can figure out what the next stream game is and talk about kind of the new schedule. No drastic changes really, to be honest, just more slightly structure, I guess. Nothing bad, not to worry. But yeah, so thanks everybody for hanging out. Gray, Ancient, Buffy. I know you all made an appearance. Gray and Ancient, you're still here. Buffy, by numbers, you may or may not still be here. I'm not sure. Either way, I know you're working, so I appreciate you watching when you did. Anybody that hasn't checked out the short I put up earlier today, it should be on the front page, do so, because, well, it's pretty damn funny. Plus, I want people to watch it, but mostly because it's pretty goddamn funny. Gray, I know you already saw it. Hey, Buffy. Ancient, if you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it. It's a short, so it's literally 60 seconds long, because I couldn't, but 3.5 hours of work to make a 60-second video. It's worth it though, because it's flippin' hilarious. Definitely funny. So, but yeah, thanks everybody. Take care. Stay safe out there. Be excellent to each other. Stay healthy, and I will see y'all on Thursday night.